It's finally here, the NAVEE ST3 Pro. This is a scooter I've seen a ton of hype around, and I've been eager to get my hands on it. NAVEE's a well-known company over in Europe, and they're starting to make their way to the US. They were generous enough to send me one to review for you guys. But don't worry, my opinions and reviews will remain completely honest, so I hope this scooter lives up to the type. Let's get it open and find out. You can really tell a company cares about their product based on how they package it. This one's packed very well, it's safe with styrofoam all around it, and it's not moving in the box. Because on some of the cheaper scooters I order, they don't come with much packaging and end up sliding around the box and getting damaged when the delivery people aren't gentle with them. But I can say this one is definitely protected. For now, I'm just gonna slide these wires into the stem and throw the stem on so I can get it to stand up. And it also makes it easier to pick up when you go to take it out of the box. And in the box, I give you a tool with some screws, so we'll go ahead and tighten down these handlebars. I generally like to put them all on loosely, and then once they're all in, I'll go ahead and tighten them down. And just like that, it's a very easy setup. My first impressions right out of the box, this is a great looking scooter. I really like the dark gray frame, the carbon fiber accents along the deck, and those gold details that really make it pop. Combined with the dual dampening arms, the ST3 Pro has a unique premium look. Everything about it feels solid and well built. But let's take a closer look and go over some of the key aspects before we take it out. The ST3 Pro comes with a 1,350 watt peak motor, giving a top speed of 25 miles per hour on the US models. It's powered by a 48 volt, 12.75 hour amp battery, which claims a maximum range of 46 miles under ideal conditions. According to NAVEE, those results were based on a 165-pound rider in 70-degree weather on pavement in standard mode. So depending on your weight, terrain, and riding mode, your range may vary. Personally, since I'm a little bit heavier and I tend to ride in sport mode, I expect a realistic range to be about 25 miles, which is perfect for a daily commuter. A full charge takes approximately 10 hours, so it's definitely an overnight charge. The ST3 Pro also claims it can handle inclines up to 28 degrees. One of the first things you notice about this scooter is the suspension setup. NAVEE gave this scooter double dampening arms in the front and rear, and it's not just for looks. These arms actually do a great job of absorbing bumps and rough pavement, making the ride feel way smoother than most scooters in this price range. And paired with its awesome suspension are these 10-inch self-healing tires. It gives you a really comfortable and confident ride, whether you're commuting or just cruising around. The ST3 Pro really steps it up a notch with the safety, giving it a triple braking system. You've got a drum brake up front, a disc brake in the rear, and brake regen that helps you slow down while also putting a little bit of charge back in the battery. One of the things that make the ST3 Pro stand out, and probably one of my favorite things, is the lighting system. It has bright LED strips running down both sides of the deck, something I wish more scooters would do. It makes you way more visible when riding at night or in low light areas. Up front, there's an automatic headlight that adjusts its brightness depending on your surroundings, so you always get the best visibility. You also have turn signals and rear brake lights that activate when you slow down, and even a bell for quick alerts. Overall, NAVEE really thought about its visibility and safety with the scooter that not only looks good, but keeps you seen on the road. The ST3 Pro also comes with some nice smart features. It connects to the NAVEE app where you can customize the lighting color, the style, and the traction control system, and even lock and unlock the scooter remotely. And for iPhone users, it also includes Find My integration, in case you misplace your scooter or just to give yourself a peace of mind. On top of that, it's also IPX5 water resistant, so it can handle light splashes and light rain. Just don't go right into any deep puddles. Alright, I think that just about covers all the key specs of the scooter. So let's take it out and see how it actually performs. We're going to be starting off on the pavement because honestly that's where 90% of my riding's done. But later in this video we'll be taking this thing off-road to see what this double dampening suspension can really do. Now to get this scooter started, it is a kick to start. You have to push it to about 3 miles an hour before the motor engages. There's no zero start option yet, but hopefully in the future NAVEE can add that through an update through the app. You have 3 riding modes, you have walking mode, you have your D mode, which is your standard mode, and then you have sport mode, which is what we'll mostly be in today. One thing you notice right away is how quick this thing accelerates. I wish I brought a meter to read how fast it is, because it definitely feels like it accelerates faster than the F3, and I thought the F3 accelerated quick. But this one definitely has a bit more punch to it. Now the top speed on the US models is 25 miles an hour, and I definitely feel like it's being held back. The scooter feels like it's way more capable than just 25 miles an hour. Wow, and the brakes on this are really good. We have a drum brake up front, a disc brake in the rear, and brake regen. But we'll go ahead and do a full stop here. And that's how it stops right out of the box. At higher speeds, it gets you stopped really quick. Man, I love the way this thing accelerates. These tires grip the road really well. They're 10-inch self-sealing tires, so you don't have to worry about flats on those long rides. Paired with this double dampening suspension, which we'll test out right now, that's actually super smooth. It absorbs everything. You could seriously put a lot of miles on the scooter without feeling beat up. It's one of those scooters you could ride all day long or do a daily commute and feel comfortable on. And go back off-road again. I wish you guys could feel this through the screen, how soft it is going through those bumps. It absorbs it really well, but it's not mushy feeling. Like, it still has a firm feeling where you feel in control, which is how most elastomer suspensions work. They start really soft and then they firm up towards the end of the travel to still give you that stiffness that you need. And these grips are really nice. They're not super soft, but they're still firm enough to give you good feedback. I feel like these handlebars sit a little bit higher than most, which is great because I feel like it'll tend to a lot more range of riders. And really helping with that stability, you have a wide foot deck that has this rubber grip on top that gives you a lot of traction. There's also a little raised section in the back where you can rest your foot on for different positions, or if you want to move your foot back in case you want to do a wheelie. The front wheel pops up so easy on this if you pull back and give it gas. That's one thing you got to be careful of if you're giving it to a newer rider. But I can't get over how fun this is to ride. And to control all the other features, you do have to hook up your phone to the NAVEE app, the cruise control, the brake regen, and the ambient lighting. There's also other features in there where you can control how fast the scooter accelerates, as well as the traction control system. And then in the ambient settings, this is where you can control all the different lights, even styles of how you want the lighting to show, making it perfect for people who ride at night or in low visibility. I wish more scooters would incorporate lighting on the side, just so people could see us better on the road. The headlight also has an auto brightness and dimming feature, making sure your path stays lit while you're riding. And transporting the scooter is easy because it does fold. You just pull up on the locking mechanism, you pull out the little latch on the handlebars, secure it in place, and you can pick it right up. The scooter weighs about 55 pounds, so it's still light enough for you to carry around and transport. But I'd like to take a second to thank everyone who's been liking and subscribing to videos. I really appreciate the support and wouldn't be making these videos without you. So now we're heading down the path that has a lot of broken road on it, a lot of bumps, so we're really gonna see what the suspension feels like. Actually feels quite stable even over the bumps. I'm usually going through there, and I've been through there with a couple different scooters. That was probably the smoothest at the highest speed I've been so far. That was very impressive. Like, it's going through all these off-road places with no issues. And normally this path, you can feel a lot of vibration coming up through the handlebars, but I feel almost nothing. So after riding this scooter for a while, who do I think it's for? Well, honestly, anyone. The person who wants a zippy fast scooter that's exciting to ride, even down to the person who just wants a nice daily commuter. You can put it in standard mode, you can turn the acceleration to eco, and have a nice calm driving scooter. While both can still benefit from the dual dampening suspension that makes the scooter ride so good. One thing I forgot to mention is this little hook on the handlebars. It can hold up to 10 pounds and it's been very convenient. Sometimes I put my camera bag on, or even like now I have my tripod on it. But you can hang different things on it like groceries just as long as it's not above 10 pounds. I think there's a little path over here we could take off-road. And the sand is pretty soft. Let's see, let's go down here. We'll go off the berm here. Wow. This thing handles great off-road. Feels like you could take this thing almost anywhere, but I do enjoy going off-road and pushing it a little harder, and so far, this scooter has held up great. This has to be one of my favorite scooters I've reviewed so far. You can take it off-road, it's super punchy, or if you just want a great daily commuter, this will do that too. And if you're interested in ST3 Pro, I do have links down below where you can find the scooter. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and always, have fun riding.